Montblanc not only creates luxurious pens, watches, and jewelry, they're also very committed to art and culture initiatives. Joining me now is John Patrick Schmitz, the CEO of Montblanc North America. John Patrick, welcome. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, your company was one of the major sponsors of Mark My Words event benefiting the Mark Twain House. Why was it so important to be part of that big event?
Well, culture and arts is not what we do, it's really who we are as a company, being established in 1906 and really are famous for our writing instruments and the literature. And we're supporting and we're celebrating patrons of the art and famous writers, and one which we celebrated last year was Mark Twain. So we had a major cooperation with the Mark Twain House up in Hartford, Connecticut, where we actually took some of their specialists and took them around the country and educated people around the United States about the work of Mark Twain. And last year we launched a special pen dedicated to the work of Mark Twain.
And you brought that pen here.
That's right.
Can you show us a little more?
Yeah, let me take and grab this pen. So it takes several years actually to design a fine writing instrument in a limited edition like the Mark Twain. It starts with actually selecting the author and then trying to understand his or her work and life and take some of these elements into the design. If you look, for instance, at the Mark Twain, up here you see like the steam pipe of a steamboat. And if you look at the body of the pen, let me put it to the side, you actually see the waves of the Mississippi River. So while it is a wonderful, functional, limited edition writing instrument, at the same time it tells a story. So it writes a story and it tells a story.
And how many people worked on this pen?
Oh, it's a whole group of people. Obviously the designers and the researchers who research the history. But then it comes to the artists, the craftsmen in our atelier who are trying to work with material and designs and forms and shapes to finally come up with these wonderful creations.
You were saying that your designers have been with the company for many, many years. Some of them have passed on their talents to the next generation.
Absolutely. We have some of our craftsmen and Meister, which is a German word for a master craftsmen, are second, third generation with us. So yes, we're a global company, but in our heart we're still a manufacturer and keeping up the traditions and values which our forefathers put into our company.
These are really pieces of art.
They are pieces of art. They're jewels, which I like to say, which happen to write. So, and very often they're bought or received at a significant moment in somebody's life and handed down to the next generation.
You have others here. What is this one right here?
Yes, this year actually we're celebrating a very famous author, the Carlo Collodi. He was the writer and the author of the adventures of Pinocchio. And if I take one of these...
Oh, Pinocchio, yes.
Pinocchio was this wonderful, famous children's story. And here again we worked actually in the cap. Some of the characters, down here you see a whale, which is part of the storyline. You see actually up here, you see the face of a fox, which is part of the storyline. And actually right over there you see Pinocchio himself, crafted into the wonderful cap.
Beautiful.
And you see the nose, the wooden nose, which is so characteristic for Pinocchio here at the bottom of the writing instrument.
And this pen next to it?
And this is the same. There are different writing modes. There are fountain pens, and then there are ballpoints and roller balls. This particular item is a pencil, a classical pencil. So the designs come in very different writing modes and writing styles. And
what's probably the most popular? The pens, the pencils?
The roller balls and the ballpoints are probably the most famous or the most sought after. The fountain pen has by far the most precise and enjoyable writing style. So if you've never written with a fountain pen, I can only recommend it. It's just a beautiful experience.
And for those of us who want to know more about these products, all you have to do is go to montblanc.com. And you also have a fabulous partnership with the Urban Arts Partnership. What exactly is that all about, the Montblanc Writers Project and the Urban Arts Partnership?
Well, I started this year, the Urban Arts Partnership, exactly the 24-hour play, which is to the support of the urban arts, celebrating its 10th anniversary. I've joined the party, so to speak, 5 years ago. Once a year, 24 actors, 6 writers, and 6 producers come together to create in 24 hours a theater play on Broadway. And all the proceeds go to the Urban Arts Partnership, which is an organization who helps inner city schools in New York who have cut their arts programs to actually provide arts education to these children and give them something which is so important for their education, but unfortunately, which with tight budgets have been cut everywhere around the country and certainly in New York. So on the 14th of November, we have the 24-hour play. And actually prior to this, we have a writers contest. These 6 writers who will write 10-minute Broadway pieces, one of them will actually be a student.
Very good, and the winner will be announced on Monday.
On Monday, so we'll have a winner, and this is a young student who will actually have a debut on Broadway.
Very good. Jan Patrick, thank you so much for joining us. Some fabulous work here.
Thank you so much.
I want to thank all of our guests, and of course, thank you all for watching. Make it a great day, everybody.